In January 1995, a man named MacArthur Wheeler robbed two banks in Pittsburgh. He wore no mask. He made no attempt to hide his face, because he had covered his face with lemon juice, and he was certain the cameras couldn't see him. If lemon juice makes ink invisible on paper, he reasoned, it must make skin invisible to a lens. He was arrested within days, staring at the surveillance footage in disbelief. "But I wore the lemon juice," he said. "I wore the lemon juice." The psychologist David Dunning read that story and recognized something universal in it. In 1999, with his colleague Dunning-Kruger, he ran for experiments at Cornell. Students took tests of humor, grammar, and logic, then predicted how they had performed compared to their peers. The results were strange. The bottom quarter of performers scored, on average, in the 12th percentile. But they estimated their performance at the 62nd. A gap of 50 percentage points between reality and belief. Meanwhile, the top performers did the opposite, scoring around the 87th percentile. They guessed they were in the mid-70s. The people who did the worst were the most confident. The people who did the best doubted themselves. Why? Kruger and Dunning's answer was that the skills you need to do well are the same skills you need to judge how well you're doing. If you don't understand grammar, you can't tell your own writing is broken, you literally lack the equipment to see the error. They called it the double curse: you lack the skill, and you lack awareness of the gap itself. And this isn't confined to a few overconfident students. 93% of American drivers rate themselves above average. 94% of university faculty consider themselves above average teachers. 87% of Stanford MBA students place themselves above the median of their class. Statistically, most of them must be wrong. Even certainty offers no refuge. When people say they are 100% certain of an answer, they're still wrong 1 time in 5. Psychologists' confidence rose steadily as they received more information about a case, while their accuracy stayed flat, below 30%. Darwin noticed this in 1871, ignorance more frequently begets confidence than does knowledge. Bertrand Russell put it more sharply, in the modern world the stupid are cocksure while the intelligent are full of doubt. And here's the crucial reframing. The effect isn't about stupidity. It's about ignorance, and every one of us is confidently ignorant about something. You're fluent in your domain, and a stranger in 1,000 others. The first rule of the Dunning-Kruger Club, Dunning says, is that you don't know you're a member. But wait, is the effect even real? In 2002, critics argued the pattern might be a statistical illusion. When performance and self-assessment aren't perfectly correlated, extreme scores naturally drift toward the average, regression to the mean. The worst performers seem to overestimate simply because their measured scores were artificially low. A major 2020 reanalysis concluded the effect is mostly a statistical artifact, noise plus bias, not a unique blindness in the unskilled. Dunning's response: even if the maths explains part of the pattern, the self-misjudgment is real. Give people money to predict their scores accurately, and they still can't. Teach them the skill, and their self-assessment improves. Something genuine is happening. And there's a deeper twist. The biologist Robert Trivers argued that self-deception evolved because it helps us deceive others. If you genuinely believe you're competent, your confidence carries no tells, no flicker of doubt, no hesitation. The best liar is the one who believes his own lie. Overconfidence, on this view, isn't a bug in the human mind. It's a feature that helped our ancestors win allies, mates, and status. Even our well-being seems to lean on it. In 1988, Taylor and Brown reviewed decades of research and found that mildly inflated self-views correlate with better mental health. The mildly deluded cope better with stress, form stronger relationships, persist longer. The perfectly accurate self-image, the person who sees themselves exactly as they are, may be the one who struggles most. So where does that leave us? There is a path through this, and it's well-worn. Learning any skill passes through 4 stages. First, unconscious incompetence, you don't know what you don't know, and your confidence is at its peak. Then conscious incompetence, the skill's difficulty becomes visible, and confidence plummets. This is the valley of despair, where most people quietly quit. Push through, and you reach conscious competence. You can do it, but it takes effort. And finally, unconscious competence. It becomes second nature, and confidence returns, quieter, earned. The experts don't feel more confident because they see more. A beginner guitarist thinks the chord sounds fine. The expert hears every imperfect note. Knowledge doesn't inflate confidence, it refines the standard you judge yourself against. Socrates knew this 24 centuries ago. The oracle at Delphi said no one was wiser than him, and he spent his life testing the claim, interviewing politicians, poets, and craftsmen, finding each one certain of things they did not know. His conclusion, I know that I know nothing. Not humility as a virtue, but accuracy as a necessity. The unsettling truth of the Dunning-Kruger effect is that the people who most need to learn are the least likely to seek it. The confidence gap protects itself. But the ancient Greeks had a word for the wisdom that comes from knowing your own limits, Sophrosyne. It may be the rarest form of intelligence, because it requires you to hold your own certainty up to the light, and let it go when it doesn't survive.